Good afternoon, welcome to the DanST Engineering Dyno. Today we've got on a lovely little Ford Anglia named Doris, apparently. Yeah, it's Ford Anglia. It's been sent up to us for a bit of a retune. It's got our individual throttle body kit on it. It's got an ME221 ECU, all the usual stuff. It's an ST170 engine, and yeah, we're just looking to get some more power out of it and make sure it's all good for the owner. So yeah, I've tuned it. I just want to show you how I managed to get an extra sort of 18 to 20 brake horsepower really easily without making any changes on the laptop. So here's run number one, and then that will follow with the graph. And yeah, see if you can, well, have a watch of it, enjoy the noise. And then we'll do run number two, see if you can spot the difference, and then I will explain how we've managed to go from one power figure to an extra 18 brake horsepower figure. So yeah, here's run number one, enjoy it, and we'll be back shortly. So that was run number one. Sounds absolutely glorious, admittedly. The graph shows 172 brake horsepower. It's an ST170. You can get a bit more out of them normally. This one's only on 25mm trumpets. I think if we moved to 50mm trumpets, it'd just smooth the torque out a little bit and give it a bit more power. But we're not here to discuss that. It's an ST170. They'll do anywhere between 170 to 185 normally in stock form with our throttle body kit on there. But how can I get a bit more power out of it? Well, here's run number two. Okay, see if you can spot the difference, and yeah, enjoy. So there was run number two. Okay, I don't know if any of you spotted the difference. How did I manage to magic an extra 18, 19, whatever brake horsepower out of it? So we went from 172 horsepower all the way up to 189 brake horsepower, and all the way through the rev range. So the torque curve was inflated all the way through. Well, the answer, as some of you may have spotted, was the ramp rate of the dyno. So instead of running at about a 10-second run, I ran it at sort of 4 seconds. Okay, so I do that by changing the dyno's ramp rate. So that's the rate that the dyno holds the car back at. So the 10-second run was at a 500 ramp rate. Okay, so that's 500 RPM per second increase. Okay, so the dyno holds the car back at that rate, so it allows its RPM to increase by 500 RPMs per second, which on a car like this that's revving from 2,500 to 7,000 ish, gives you about a 10-second ramp rate. The second run was 1,500 ramp rate. Okay, I did actually run this earlier at 1,000 ramp rate, and it was very similar. I did 187 brake horsepower. So when you get to these sort of ramp rates, the car can't actually keep up with the dyno anyway in terms of the ramp rate, because it can't accelerate its own wheels and the rollers that quick. But basically it equates to about a 4-second run. Okay, which you see this all over the internet, loads of runs shown, and then these big figures, but that's partly why. Okay, so as you can see, I just gained 18 brake horsepower by running a 4-second run instead of a 10-second run, which is fine, but you can only do what you can do as a dyno operator. So I standardise on about 500 RPM ramp rate, which realistically we're in 4th gear on the road. Put it in 4th gear at 2,500 RPM. How long is it going to take to get to 7,000? I'd say about 10 seconds. Okay, obviously it differs on all cars depending on the power, but broadly speaking, that's what we're looking at. So that's the reason for a sensible ramp rate, is to give a sensible number. If we drop the ramp rate right down, get an extra 20 brake horsepower, customer's happy, I could probably go home early, but in reality, are we telling the truth? Maybe, maybe not. So yeah, it's just something I wanted to cover. Have a look at your videos of your dynos, see how long the ramp rate was. You might be surprised. Okay, if you drop it right down to 150 ramp rate, which is 150 RPM per second, it is absolutely painful to listen to, because that's the car going for a full sort of 30 seconds, from 2,500 to 7,000, getting really hot, but it'll kill the power as well. So I reckon, I've not run this particular car, but I've done it before, and we'll lose probably about the equivalent, so we'll drop down to probably about 155 brake horsepower on this car. Which interestingly, some of the championship dynos run at that, like the 750 Motor Club dyno. I've seen their dyno pulls and they'll run like mega slow ramp rates. So yeah, it just goes to show what you can do with your dyno. Okay, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe and all that. Drop us a comment.